whoop, 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 whoop. Still just timing this out, guys. Welcome back. Let's turn the music back on and get into this series. This is a brand new best of 5 round 2 for the Kaspersky King of the Hill Arena. First round was worth €100. Second round worth 200. So this could be a lot of money to play for a best of 5. Spawning here in the lower right corner of the map, though, he's our red. Now I can say it, Terran player playing for Evil Geniuses. It is ThorZain. No more lady call.
And in the top left-hand corner here on Star Station as our blue Protoss winning that last series 3-0. Will he do it again, or will he do his special tactics? We have White Raw.
And for those curious, this is Rifkin, aka Riff King. I am the operator here at BaseTradeTV, and the wonderful guest caster and the overall badass I have with me today is, of course, Nostalgia Talix.
Hey.
And yeah, this has been an exciting day. I mean, already we've had one series just blow through with White Raw. We'll see if he can do it again. Honestly, though, I gotta tell you, Talix, I don't see him taking a 3-0. I love White Raw to bits, but this is ThorZain we're talking about, folks.
Yeah, this is also the guy who voted for White Raw. No, it's completely true. I wouldn't be surprised if this went to game 5 and like the fifth game was like 40 minutes long. Like, that's what I expect from these two players.
Man,
I don't expect there to be one-sided games at all.
Forget being like surprised. I would love if this went to game 5 because I mean, ThorZain is kind of my secret crush when it comes to Terrans. Like, you ask me who my favorite Terran player is, I'm gonna say Pult every time. I'm gonna say Fuser every time, you know, type of thing. But ThorZain's that guy who I'm too scared to admit to the world that I love. He's this really adorable guy in real life. Oh no, Maury, don't lag out the German stream. He's this adorable guy in real life. He's got a funny personality, and he's a really solid player.
And
Not to
so
mention,
tall.
well, not to mention his girlfriend's not too shabby either.
I gotta say, I'm actually like such a fanboy. I have both of these guys' autographs. Like, I have them
Oh,
both.
you do? I am super jealous, Talix. But oh, is White Raw got the second Rex? Did he? He hasn't seen it yet. Oh, he hasn't seen it yet. If this is 2 Reapers at a time, White Raw's gonna be hard pressed to deal with it with the style he plays versus Terran. Oh, White Raw, he still hasn't seen it.
It's like his shadows are just like perfect right there. ThorZain knows where to put a bunker or a barracks, I should say.
Oh man, and he's gonna leave the base because this looks ordinary. This doesn't look out of the ordinary at all. And oh man, Talix. Okay, so let me explain to you guys why we're getting so revved up and good to go with this. Reapers already trade effectively with everything on the field. A Mothership Core can come out and sort of stir up trouble with the Reapers, but their combat drugs allow them to heal when they're not taking damage, so all they have to do, we see here, they're very fast units. They can run away from the Mothership Core, heal up, go back for more. Now, of course, they're never going to kill that Mothership Core, but if they kill every Stalker on the field, every Zealot on the field, and then go for the probes, that Mothership Core has very low DPS.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what White Raw would be thinking is like, okay, I might see 1 or 2 Reapers at the most, but with 2 in production constantly, I think we might even see up to 5, and that's just going to do so much damage. Stalkers are going to be completely useless to 5 Reapers.
Well, oh man, White Raw already losing that first probe. One of the cool things here to consider, guys, is, you know, a lot of the follow-up to this is based on damage. If ThorZain does enough damage with these 2 racks with the Reapers, I guarantee you he'll throw down an additional 2 racks over a factory, so they get a 4 racks Reaper, sometimes throw on that reactor. I mean, it's so silly to consider because everyone saw QXE do it as a joke in the beta, but Mass Reaper versus Protoss in the early game, and only in the early game, is it effective.
Yeah, definitely. My gosh, I'm so excited. There's another 2 that are still coming underway. There's still 1 Reaper that's closer to White Raw's base, so he's just going to be using that to poke and prod. White Raw knows that it's kind of coming. I don't know if he realizes that there's 2 barracks for Earth yet, but he's going to be seeing that pretty soon with those other Reapers now going to be joining the fray.
Yeah, it's so weird to consider. Like, Stalkers, the reason they're vulnerable to these Reapers is not because like their health or anything like that, but they attack so slow. It's very difficult to kill off a Reaper.
Yeah, it's extremely true. And like you were saying, with combat drugs, they can just pull back, they can heal up, and they're so fast that like microing with them, it becomes extremely easy to get out of a bad situation.
Well, we got a lot of Reapers roaming around the field. It's kind of like having Lings out for a Zerg player, just taking that map control before they go in for the decisive strike. And of course, on Star Station, guys, this build is entirely tailored to this map. Look at the cliffs here. You can jump up into the Protoss base from just about any angle with these Reapers. That cliff jumping.
Oh, the Stalker is now extremely vulnerable, but there is another 2 Stalkers here, so we might see 1 fall, but there we go.
ThorZain is gonna get time warped and does lose that 1 Reaper. But combat drugs will kick in and go back for more. I'm surprised he didn't try and take the fight with the Stalkers, though, or at least run past them into the mineral line. Something, anything. I mean, I know it's not preferable, of course, with the way the army composition is, but I mean, he's doing no damage versus maybe doing some damage.
Yeah, and then he actually just lost yet another Reaper. Now, we have to think about what's exactly happening behind this. There's a lot of gateways going down right now for White Raw. 4 gateways, still no expansions come out, and he's getting Blink. So I think we're going to be seeing the 4-gate Blink. ThorZain, you know, he's got his expansion up. He does have that bunker down, but he doesn't have a whole lot of Marines on the field yet. He's only got about 6. So this could be extremely effective if done properly from White Raw.
This, oh man, this push could be so deadly. I mean, look at what ThorZain has on the map. He's throwing down extra bunkers because he knows he doesn't have defenses. A really intelligent choice, mind you, but this is not a situation you want to be in, period. There's never a Terran player who says, yeah, I want to have to throw down like 8 bunkers because I'm worried about an all-in.
Yeah, definitely.
I love the way he spread this though. Look at this Talix, so smart with the siege tank positioning in the bunkers. I mean, he knows that if a blink comes, he'll be ready to take it.
Yeah, I think he's completely aware of that now with the Mothership Core so far. He didn't actually use that for harassing when the Reapers were... Whoa, that blink.
Yeah,
I think he completely revealed that too.
He did.
But
the
that's a bit of a mistake.
Well, the SVs are pulled here. You might lose a stalker. No, some pretty good micro does get them back. But I gotta tell you, Talix, because you've seen it firsthand, nobody has as good blink micro as freaking Arthur does.
God, that guy's blink micro is sick. I remember watching a game with him versus like a whole bunch of Hydras. He didn't lose a single stalker.
Well, the key thing about this, guys, is if ThorZain holds, he'll be able to counterattack so severely. But look at that. Picks off both of the siege tanks and should blink out with only losing 1 stalker in that. Oh, man. White Raw, a really good blink in. The siege tanks are the biggest threat to this. And look what's coming up as the follow-up, Talix. As if things weren't bad enough.
Yeah, you get some Dark Templar in there.
Oh.
All right, there you go. 1 bunker falls. Oh, a good time warp going down.
And there's nothing left to defend. He can get over here. He can pick up this tech lab. He can pick up the command center. Blinking right on top of the siege tank. No chance for repair. ThorZain has pulled his SCVs to do what he can. But this is such a rough situation being from the get-go. And you know what? Like, he opened with that 2 Rags Reaper. That could have. I really feel like that could have done more damage than it did. And I think by delaying that, by not doing the damage that he could have early on, it allowed White Raw to sort of spiral out of control the way he has right now.
Yeah, this is one of those situations right now where ThorZain, you know, like you were saying, he could have done so much more damage. He had a great idea, but then White Raw just kind of came back and doing a whole bunch of damage right there to that 1 ground place. But ThorZain now back onto 1 base. Now it's going to be 1 base versus 1 base. However, Mules will be on the field. Oh, God, he actually gets those.
Siege tank's up. He can't actually blink on top of it this time. He might lose some stalkers here due to that. The Marauder's going to hold this very nicely. The initial stalkers will now go down. But, of course, let's not forget Dark Templar are shredding the Marines.
Yeah.
And
1 Dark Templar is just in here already doing so much damage.
The only orbital with energy's trying to land. Oh, he's going to get the siege tank. Oh, he's going to get the siege tank. He's trying to repair it, but the Dark Templar hits for so much. 45 at a time.
There we go. The scan goes down. ThorZain right now 35 supply to 46. And he's even losing the bunkers now because all the Marines had to get pulled. That will fall. There is quite a bit of army here from White Raw. ThorZain still has a pretty good chance of defending this. I mean, the Marauders and the Marines are really split up right now.
He's on this really big plot. Right now, if White Raw finishes this natural, that's it. Game over type thing.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But look at this. All the SCVs continuing to get pulled. You look at that workers kill tab. 25, 26 SCVs have been killed so far in this game. 29, 30. I think this is going to be a quick game 1 here for White Raw.
Yeah, you know, if ThorZain could have just gotten a medevac out, something, like, he just needed that 1 something extra. Now, I'm not even saying what it is, but White Raw hit at a time that was just perfect. And because ThorZain didn't have that quote-unquote something extra, look at this. He's so choked into his own base here. He can't heal up. He can't afford to stim. Does he even have stim research? No. So, I mean, there's just nothing working out for him here.
Yeah, he had to lift up his barracks, so the only things that can use to produce the enemies, or the army that he needs to kill off this, had to get lifted up because they were so vulnerable. White Raw now has a large supply of stalkers right now. He's up to 11. There we go.
The best thing about this is only game 1, guys.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a best of 5, mind you. I want to see this go to all 5 games, but White Raw definitely taking a very commanding lead early on here. Well, blinking back out of the siege tank fire once again. Still loses the stalker, but who the hell cares? He's going to pick off the turret, which means the Dark Templar will probably be warped in. There it is! Now, while he can scan, these are scans he desperately needs to be spending on mules. At this point, guys, I applaud ThorZain for sticking in this, but I can't see him coming back. He's still getting siege tanks out. He blinks on top of it. SCV's already pulled to repair this, but he still, oh my god, he still gets the siege tank.
And there's the GG. Well played, White Raw. 1-0 here over ThorZain.
Oh, what a great start for our Protoss old man.
old, man. How old is he? 31, 32? Something like that?
Well, not physically old, but more like StarCraft old. Like he's been
StarCraft
around
old,
for
yeah.
longer than anybody at this point.
I mean, even us. Like, how long have you